added to your class here because they're so important. We should all be getting used to these. AI agents are what they're really replacing human workers with, and all the human workers in tech that keep their jobs are going to have to learn to use AI agents as your assistants. So we should all be getting good at this. And I had a whole series of projects that get this thing called IronClaw working. Have you heard of OpenClaw? You probably have, at least in the news section. OpenClaw is the per-home AI agent that everybody's using everywhere. People are totally freaking out using it. And it's extremely dangerous. What most people are doing is deploy it on the real hardware of their real favorite machine and connecting it to the real bank account, the real browser, the real social networks, and their real messaging platforms. And now they can send a signal message from their phone that says, transfer money from this account to that account, look in my calendar, find the appointments I have next week, delay that appointment by 3 days, buy these concert tickets, and all that jazz. It'll figure all that out and do it, more or less. But it will make mistakes because AI agents are pretty unreliable, and it's all extremely vulnerable to attacks. There's a whole series of flaws and attacks coming out. So I'm not bold enough to run it on my bare metal because I'm a contractor for critical national infrastructure companies and stuff, and I can't be running garbage like that on my machine. So what you do here is make a Ubuntu Linux virtual machine and run it in there. And this one, I ran this thing called IronClaw, which is the more secure version of it, and it was very hard to set up. And I just found today, at like 3 in the morning, I found a video that shows how to set it up much easier. And that's here. So this project I'm going to add to the class. I'm just finishing it. It'll be added to the class by like later today. But this is much easier. Just install OpenClaw. It's much easier. You put the dangerous OpenClaw, the one everybody's using, in a virtual machine. That should make it safe enough. And then the first part here, we're just going to you install it, which is not too hard. There's an installer script that almost works. By the way, every step of it is pretty buggy and unreliable, and there's a lot of error messages to patch. This one wasn't too bad. And when you're done, you will have this thing controlled in a browser.
Oh, get rid of one? My team's transformer-based AI model.
Built using contextual data.
Helps personalize your experience in real time.
Well,
that's how we stack.
That's technology targeting correctly, realizing that
most people try Taco Bell's refined $5 box, opulent $7 box, and indulgent $9 box with its new chicken bacon ranch street troopers. They start expecting
is added there, so I'm going
to once you've got it installed, you control it in a browser, and then you can execute chat commands here, and you can do very normal AI chat, but you can also ask it, which is what he did here, you can ask it to tell me about my operating system. And it will tell you because it can execute system commands. And it will figure out what system command will do that and do it for you. So you can now control your machine by giving commands in real English. That's the goal. And we'll get that far in this project, and I'm almost there. So the first thing you have to do is make an Ubuntu machine with a graphical desktop. And that's not that different than what you did making a Debian machine earlier. And once you've got it, you then do some command line commands to get your OpenClaw working. And I got this far. It still doesn't like my machine because it's not accepting my gateway token here. I haven't figured out what the problem is there. You have to give it this token. But I gave it the token and it's still not happy. I probably have to restart it or something now that I have the token in there. But anyway, eventually this will be able to do many things. By default, it'll be able to run operating system commands, and then you can add skills, which are like browser extensions. And there are thousands of them, and they're written by amateurs, and some of them are in fact malicious and stuff. That's one of the many dangers. But anyway, I'll be able to find some skills. The skills let you do things like manage your calendar, manage your email, and many, many other things. And that's what we should all be playing with this, getting used to using it. So for right now, there's a whole group of projects ready to go for you here if you want to get started. Here, wherever the right class is. There. These are the ones I have now for agents, and I'm going to have ML135 up there later today, which is doing it with OpenClaw, which will probably be much easier than these other things. One thing I found out from that video is you can run cloud AI models without paying for them. I don't understand how that works. Somebody has to be paying for the server time, but he did it in the video. So somebody has made some cloud models you don't have to pay for, which is pretty awesome. When I did this one here, I run my own model locally, which is safer, by the way, and avoids paying money. But since I don't really care about safety running in a container in Ubuntu Linux, it's okay to use a public model. The only reason I didn't use them before is you have to pay for them. I don't know why. They're ones you don't pay for. Somebody has donated their time, I guess. Anyway, donated their server time. Anyway, that's so check these out. This is probably very important might be more important than the official class material, actually, to your career. Getting used to these agents. We should all be living with them and using them now, and getting familiar with them. I predict within a year, every tech worker is going to be expected to understand these things and use them the way you're now expected to use a browser and a word processor. It's going to be a fundamental tech thing that we're all supposed to know and understand. It'll get a lot easier to install and stuff. By the way, Microsoft is in early beta testing of their version, which lives in the cloud, called Copilot Agent or something. Salesforce has been selling them for 6 months to their customers. Kali just built it into their desktop, I think, and somebody like Anthropic or somebody made an agent that will call other agents to build something. And in fact, let me bring that one up. That's in the news, and that's sort of like the ultimate example to a ridiculous extent. But if it works, they're not lying. Yeah, Perplexity. If you pay for the pay version of Perplexity, you get Computer, which is an AI agent that uses other AI agents. And so you can give it a command like plan and execute a local digital marketing campaign for my restaurant. And it will figure out where you are, and it'll break this up into subtasks and assign them to different other agents that are good at that and combine the results supposedly and do that whole thing for you. And that's why people are replacing real humans with these things. Now, I'm skeptical about how good it's going to be, but in fact, they can do things like low-level middle managers now accomplish this job, and then you have to review the output. So, like I say, we all got to get good at these things. So check them out, and it's worth extra credit, of course. So I'll stop this.